What's up, Flamethrowers? It is me, Flame the Dragon Hog here, and welcome to episode 4 of Ask the Sonic Crew. That is right, we are on episode 4, and just let you know, everybody, episode 5 is going to be awesome. So, anyway, before we get started, I do like to apologize for the reason why I didn't make any videos yesterday. I had a slight headache yesterday, but don't worry, I'm feeling a whole lot better now. So, anywho, and also in my absence, I also decided to I also decided to become a teacher and help people control their pyrokinesis or make it better. That is right. So if you guys have any Sonic character or any other character related who has pyrokinesis, which is the ability to control fire, let them know and have them come on over to my dojo and I can train them. I mean, I already have one student. She's an old friend of mine. I'll probably introduce you to her later on in the channel. So if you guys want that, let me know in the comments below. Anywho, on to the video. So for today, I am going to be asking questions to the one, the only, Team Dark, which is Shadow the Hedgehog. Hello there, everyone. Shadow the Hedgehog has returned. Yes, yes, you returned. Anyway, the ever so lovely Rouge the Bat. Hello, Rouge the Bat here. And bringing on someone new to the channel, someone that hasn't been on the channel yet, but this is his first time coming on. Please welcome E123 Omega. Greetings. This is E123 Omega, here to answer your inquiries. And by inquiries, he means your questions. Affirmative. Okay. And anyway, as my co-host, I have the fourth member of Team Dark. He's a dragon hog like me. And remember in my origin story how I said there were 6 other dragon hogs? Well, I was number 1, so here is number 2. Emphasis on the word number 2. Anyway, please welcome my faker, Shadow's brother, Ice Pick the Dragon Hog. Hello, everyone. This is Ice Pick, and how dare you call me your faker? I think you're the fake dragon hog around here. You're not even good enough to be my fake. Later on, I'll make you eat those words. Anywho, since I only got 5 questions for you guys, see, what I'm going to do is after one of you guys answer all 5 of these questions, I'm going to be asking you guys questions of my own. Okay, so also, guys, I will still be answering your questions, and I do apologize if your questions does not get read out, but you could always just try again next time. Anywho, on to this. So, first up, we have a question for Shadow from a Roland Lee. To Shadow, are you the leader of Team Dark? Well, to be honest, there is no official leader of Team Dark. You see, sometimes me and Rouge, we do flip-flop leadership of Team Dark. Yes, that is correct. Other times, I'm the leader. And other times, I'm the leader. But most of the times, I am the leader. I mean, I am the strongest of us all. No offense to Omega. None taken here, bro. Anyway, to answer your question, there is no official leader. So I guess I am somewhat the leader of Team Dark. Well put, brother. Thank you. Oh boy. Anyway, Ice Pick, would you mind reading the next question? Sure. Beat the Jet Set asks, to Omega, what would you do if you had the Chaos Emeralds? If I were to have all 7 Chaos Emeralds, I would probably do my best to keep them out of Dr. Eggman's clutches. Because as you all know my story from Sonic Heroes, I am now Eggman's enemy. Yeah, from what I know is that... But wait a minute. Isn't the... Okay, because if I remember correctly, in the beginning of Team Dark story, Rouge found you and Shadow inside that one room. Where Shadow, he was in that pod, and Omega, Rouge awoken you. Yes, that is correct. You see, Eggman kicked me out of the Egg Core because I was defective. So he locked me in that room to guard his most precious treasure, which was Shadow. And wow, was I surprised to see that my friend was actually in the room when I was looking for Eggman's secret treasure. Eggman is not. I am not Eggman's property. I am nobody's property. Except for Shade. If you're listening, Shade, you own me mind, body, and soul. Wow. Really deep, Shadow. Anyway, Omega, you were saying what would you do if you had all 7 Chaos Emeralds? As I said before, I would do my best to keep them safe from Eggman. Okay, well, let's see. Next question. Beat the Jet Set also has another question. To Shadow, what if you had a robot mech? Actually, I do have a robot mech. I do have a robot mech. If you guys seen my game in Shadow the Hedgehog, you know there's plenty of vehicles around there. So, every once in a while, I do use that mech from the game. It's really interesting. Yes, and I did have a hard time trying to control that thing. Wait, you tried controlling my robot? I only wanted to take it for a test drive. Rouge. I'm sorry. I'll give it a good waxing later. You better. Okay, moving on to the next question. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Rachel Rodriguez, I think that's how you pronounce your name. Anyway, to Rouge, do you like Knuckles? What kind of question is that? Of course I like Nucky. In fact, both of us do. Oh, yeah, because if I remember correctly, alright, if you guys haven't seen Ask the Sonic Crew episode 2, then you would know that I had Julie Sue on. He's actually Knuckles' second girlfriend. Yes, you see, at first me and Julie Sue, we fought a lot for Knuckles, but then Knuckles had an idea. He said we can share him because he just wants to see his favorite girls happy. Okay, so he ended up dating both you and Julie Sue, is that correct? Yes, that is correct. Wow, okay. Don't be surprised if he brings Tikal into the mix. Oh, he's thinking about it. Oh, so he's thinking about bringing Tikal in? Wow, okay. I might have to bring them in for it. I might have to bring both of them into the channel. Just get on with the questions, you faker. Actually, it's your turn anyway. Oh, okay. Um, Classic Blue Tails, the Angel Fox asks, to Shadow, my brother, what made you so edgy? Well, if you must, if you must know, the reason why I'm always so edgy is because of one organization, Gun, which I also work for. You see, up in the Space Colony arc, they took everything away from me. My friends, my somewhat family, and my very best friend, Maria. And so I plotted revenge. I mean, wouldn't you do the same if an organization that you just so happen to work for kills your best friend? Yeah, I would do the same thing too. But don't worry, Maria is here. She's okay. And even though she is reincarnated as a hedgehog, she's still okay. Yes, I am aware of that. As am I. I mean, I was up on the Space Colony arc too. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. The fifth question and the last question from you fans is from Among Us 817, and it's to Omega. What would happen if you met Gamma, which is E102 Gamma from Sonic Adventure? Oh yeah, and also he also asked you if you can shout him out. Greetings, Mungus 817. I also heard you are a big fan of me. That just gives me feelings in my circuits. I am so grateful that I am not forgotten, especially after Sonic Forces. Omega, I'm pretty sure everybody remembers you. I'm just making sure. Oh wait, my processors made a malfunction. I meant to say Team Sonic Racing. Well, Omega, you are kind of in multiple games besides the official games. Like you're in my mobile game, Sonic Forces Speed Battle, where you are really, really hard to control. Yes, I am aware of that. But I am as for the question, if I met E102 Gamma, you see, E102 Gamma came before me, before he was destroyed. So if I were to meet him, then I would be grateful to meet my older brother. Yeah, that would be. Yeah, I guess E102 Gamma would be your brother because Omega, aren't you younger than him? Affirmative. Hmm, well, that's interesting. Hey, Omega? Affirmative. Okay, I have a surprise for you. Um, Tails recently savaged the remains of E102 Gamma. Wait, what? Excuse me? Yes, that's right. E102 Gamma is going to be coming back, and pretty soon, Omega, you will be reunited with your brother. I am so overjoyed. I might just cry out oil. Well, don't worry, Omega. Anyway, guys, if you guys want to see E102 Gamma on the channel, let me know in the comments below. Anyway, that wraps up the questions from you fans. Now it's my turn to ask questions. I'm going to be asking 2 questions to Shadow, 2 questions for Rouge, 2 questions to Omega, and Ice Pick, who didn't get any questions. Which is just sad. Okay, so the first question to Shadow. Excuse me. To Shadow, how do you know how to use all the guns that you use in Sonic and Shadow the Hedgehog? Well, it's quite simple, really. First, I look at the enemy. First, I take care of the enemy. And then I remember how he uses the gun, which means I too am able to use the guns. That's interesting. Okay, and for Rouge, have you ever thought about giving up treasure hunting and, I don't know, settling down, starting a family with Knuckles or something? Well, of course not. I mean, me and Knuckles, we do love each other very much. But settling down, having a family, no, that's not my stick. And plus, I would never give up treasure hunting. Where one jewel is getting destroyed, another jewel is being made, and I must be there to take it. Remember, all the world's gems are mine to keep. Okay then. Anyway, question for Omega. Okay, Omega, this question is for you. Um, okay, Were you listening to Tails when he was trying to repair you in Sonic Forces before Chaos attacked? As a matter of fact, I was. I was just playing the part of being knocked out and having him repair me. I was just playing the part. I was in sleep mode. But even though I was in sleep mode, I can still hear everything and everyone around me. Oh, well, that's kind of interesting, really. Okay, okay, first question for Ice Pick. Ice Pick, where did you come from? Well, as you must know, my origin story is almost like yours. Eggman destroyed the island and sent us Dragon Hoglings away. But my parents, they launched me into outer space. I was just a little hedgehoglet. I was just a little dragon hoglet. I crash landed on the Ark, where Dr. Gerald Robotnik found me. As I grew up, I started developing my ice powers. They thought maybe they can use my ice powers to help cure diseases. And that's when I met my brother Shadow. So we bonded. Well, actually, to tell you the truth, this version of me, this isn't the one that was on the Ark. I just have the memories of the first prototype. Oh yeah, I forgot. Hey guys, if you guys don't know, there are actually two ice picks out here. One, you see, this one is Ice Pick F. This one is Ice Pick Prototype F. You see, he was the one that was inside a pod where Rouge found him in Sonic Heroes. It's kind of cool. Anyway, if you guys want to know the real version, the real one that was in Sonic Adventure 2 and all the other games, that would be Ice Pick R, Prototype R. And get this, she's a female. And now you're probably wondering where she is. Well, let's just say after the events of Sonic Adventure 2, she decided to become the fourth member of Team Rose. That's right, only to look after Cream. In fact, she's over at Cream's house right now. She's actually staying there with Vanilla and Cream. It's kind of cool. And so she also decided to be their caregiver and take care of them. Because you see, Vanilla, she's always busy. So Ice Pick is there. So Ice Pick R is always there to protect them. It's really cool. Anyway, on to the next question for Shadow. Okay, Shadow, I hate to ask you this, but do you consider Maria more than a friend? Well, if you ask me, okay, I know growing up with Maria on the Space Colony Arc was something, but I consider her more as a friend, nothing more. Okay? She was my best friend, and it hurt losing her. So, I'm only considering her as a friend, nothing more. Wow, okay. Hmm. Well, okay then. Next question for Rouge. Rouge, have you actually succeeded in collecting all 7 Chaos Emeralds? Well, I hate to tell you this, but actually, no. I haven't actually succeeded finding all 7 Chaos Emeralds and keeping them. Every time, because, it seems like every time when I always get close to a Chaos Emerald, and they always have to take it away from me. Well, yeah, it's because we got to use them to save the world. And plus, you know the Chaos Emeralds can't stay together for very long, because every time when the Chaos Emeralds get together, something chaotic happens, and next thing you know, they separate into different places again. So, like I said before, you can't keep the Chaos Emeralds all in one place. But in this one, okay, bonus question, Rouge, why the heck do you want the Chaos Emeralds in the first place? That's all. I bet everybody wants to know that question. Isn't it obvious? They're so nice and shiny. And you know I like nice and shiny things. Plus, plus, the Chaos Emeralds will make a really nice earrings and necklace. Okay, don't you think that don't you think they're going to be a little bit too, I don't know, big? Who cares? The bigger the jewel, the better. Okay. Well, next question for Omega. Okay, excuse me. Omega, this question is for, you. Let me think. I'm trying to think of a good question. Hang on. Got it. Okay. How come you're so light whenever Rouge tries to pick you up in Sonic Heroes? You see, I can easily control how much I weigh. You see, there is a dial on my chest where I can actually control my weight. I can make the insides of me from as heavy as stones to as light as a feather. Interesting. Really, really interesting. Anyway, last question for Ice Pick. Ice Pick, do you think you will ever get along with me, Flame the Dragon Hog? Well, there were some times where we did have to get together and work together to save the world. Like in Sonic Adventure 2, where me, you, Shadow, and Sonic helped stop the Space Colony Ark from falling on Earth. Or how about in Sonic the Hedgehog or Sonic 06, where you, me, Silver, Sonic, and Shadow, okay, let's just say Shadow, Sonic, Silver, me, you, and Silver's brother, Spark, the Dragon Hog. We all worked together to beat Solaris. Yeah, if I remember correctly, that was also Spark and Silver's very first time going super. Yes, it was. Okay, well, to answer the question, will you ever get along with me? Even though we have worked together in the past, I still can't stand you. And I guess there's your answer there, guys. Me and him will never get along. Only if we need to work together. Okay, Edgy. Okay, Edgy the Dragon Hog. Anyway, I guess that wraps up the questions. Thank you for coming out, Team Dark. No problem. It was so wonderful. And I am too grateful. As am I, even though I was stuck being a co-host. I'll be quiet. Anyway, this looks like this is the end of Ask the Sonic Crew, episode 4. And as I said before, guys, well, I have 3 announcements. One, I am a teacher now, and if you guys want to meet my first student, let me know in the comments below. And if you guys want me to bring Knuckles and to call on here, and let me know in the comments below. And last but not least, let me know if you guys want to see the video where E102 Gamma comes in and meets Omega. Let me know in the comments down below. I am overjoyed when I meet my big brother. Well, okay then. Well, anyway, I do apologize if your question didn't get ran out. So, if you guys have any more questions, you can always ask them next time, which is next Sunday. And I promise you, the next episode is going to be awesome. So anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and comment down below. And also be sure to sub to the channel, because it turns out only a little teeny tiny bit that actually do watch my videos aren't actually subscribed. And a whole chunk of you are. So what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Be sure to turn on that notification bell and hit that subscribe button, so that way you guys can be up to date whenever I post stuff. And maybe after this, I might show you guys I might make a very special video. It's really cool. Anyway, this is Flame the Dragon Hog, Shadow the Hedgehog, Rouge the Bat, E123 Omega, and Ice Pick the Dragon Hog. Signing out for now. Later, flamethrowers.